Hello, my name is Talk Janka and welcome to my TED Talk. Today we're going to be discussing how to build a safe classroom environment. First, it's very important to establish your classroom expectations. Now this must be done on the very first day of class. Your students might seem shy and very quiet and very well behaved, and hopefully they are. Hopefully it stays that way. More than likely it won't, so it's important to establish those on the very first day of class. Also, admit when you don't know. You don't know everything, you're not an encyclopedia. So just admit when you don't know an answer. Students will see through it if you try to lie to them. But don't just dismiss it. Make it a point to write down the question. Make it a point to look it up for the answer, or for the student, the answer for them. Also, smile and laugh with the students. Be friendly. This allows students to express their thoughts and ideas through their activities in a safe environment. Now, it's also important to promote positive student interactions. This can be done through sharing weekly reflections. The students can reflect on maybe things that they learned in class, things that happened outside of class. Just gives them an outlet to release all of that information that they may have bottled up. And with that, it's also important to teach interpersonal skills. These students might not have the skills that they need to participate to utilize in classroom discussions. So utilizing those discussions and utilizing those skills will just ensure positive student interactions. It's also important to manage your student behavior. Being very friendly is important, but you must not be a friend. You must also be an authority figure. You are there to help them, you're there to help them to succeed, but you're also an authoritative figure in their lives. Now, one of the most important things about managing student behavior is keeping your students engaged. Now, engaged students are usually well-behaved students. So if they're well-behaved, if they're interested in the lesson, they're interested in the content, usually, more often than not, that decreases the amount of behavioral issues that you will experience. It's also important to be fair and to consistently praise your students. This lets them know that you are treating them all as equal and that you appreciate the time and effort that they're putting into this class. Now, if you have discipline, in most cases, you won't need punishment. As far as creating a productive classroom, it's important to be knowledgeable about the content. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you won't know everything all the time, so it's okay to admit when you're wrong. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be prepared. You should also get to know your students, know what each of them likes and dislikes, let them know, that you're there for them and that you're interested in them as people. It's also important to set clear routines. Believe it or not, students love routine, they love structure. So if you can prepare that for them, then you will make for a better classroom environment. Now, organizing a classroom. It is important to have a designated area for assignments. This lets the students know that they can have their assignments readily available when they're graded. So if they have an area where they can put it when the assignments are finished to turn in, there's another area for them to get them back. So that lets students know that you are grading their assignments in a timely manner. Now, strategic student desk placement and teacher placement is also very important. Now, pods are the best for collaborative learning. You can try that, but if you run into some behavioral issues, that might need to be adjusted. Decorating the classroom is also very important. Lets the students know that you're interested in the content and you're interested in creating a safe, fun, productive classroom environment. And finally, it's important to have backup plans. Be over-prepared. Use your time wisely. Never, ever, ever just give students a couple minutes at the end of class to talk. The minute you do that, you have lost them. You've totally lost their train of thought. You've lost their attention. So being over-prepared can really help you to succeed as a successful teacher. Thank you.